Devin Haney has to dominate Ryan Garcia. Now, this is a tweet. I want us to examine this tweet from YK Mel. YK Mel made a good point. He said, Tank already laid the blueprint on how to neutralize Ryan. If you can't do it after he done showed you, then you for sure not elite or Tank just different. That go for all Ryan future opponents. YK Mel made a great point. At the end of the day, sports is comparative. Sports is competitive. Or should I say, sports are competitive for all of my, grammar police out there. But basically, Devin Haney has to dominate Ryan Garcia. If Devin is unable to dominate Ryan Garcia, what are they going to say? They're going to say Devin isn't on Tank's level. If Devin is unable to dominate Ryan, they're going to say Devin isn't on Tank's level. So Devin should be looking to get a TKO. Let it go. TKO. We need him to get a Teddy Pendergrass TKO. Because if he doesn't get the stoppage, people are going to say something. So I think that he should take a Floyd Mayweather, Arturo Gatti approach to this fight. Is Devin a power puncher like Tank? Hell no. But if he could put his combinations together, and if he can be offensive and he could keep his foot on the gas, he could possibly stop Ryan in the later rounds. If he can be sharp, if he could put the same body attack that on Loma that he put on Loma, if he could put that same body attack on Ryan, Devin could get a stoppage. And Devin needs a stoppage because this is the opportunity for Devin to become more of a star in the boxing world. Zeke, thanks for liking the live. Everybody in the chat, thank you for liking the live. But we all know, just like when Floyd fought Oscar De La Hoya used to be a bigger star than Mayweather. Floyd beat him and took some of his fans. When Floyd fought Ricky Hatton, he beat him and took some of his fans. TJ, thanks for sharing the live. Now, Devin Haney has a chance to beat Ryan and take a lot of Ryan's fan base. All those social media groupies and stuff. All those Instagram groupies, TikTok groupies that Ryan has. Devin Haney has an opportunity to take Ryan Garcia's fan base, but he has to dominate. He can't just jab and box it out. He has to be exciting in this fight. He has to take risk. He has to come out and look different. Like when he had Prograis hurt against Ryan, I want to see Devin hurt Ryan, and I want to see Devin get the job done. He's going to dominate, but people act like it's easy if Devin loses focus for a second, that hook coming. Yeah, we know that it's not easy like Devin said. Devin said, how many world titles you won? You talking like you could do this yourself. It's not easy. It's not easy to be miraculous. But at the end of the day, if you want to be a pay-per-view star, you have to make it look easy. Floyd made certain fights look easy. We know that it's not easy, but you got to make it look easy. Tank made it look easy. And they're going to be comparing the fights. This could take Devin to the next level of stardom. Facts. Haney or Ryan. I got Haney. If Ryan loses, he's done. Biggest fight of his life. I disagree. In fact, Ryan doesn't have anything to lose. Ryan has already taken the loss. Ryan has already bounced back. Ryan is like Oscar De La Hoya. He can get his ass whooped 5 times. He'll still be able to make some pretty decent money. If Haney loses, not only will this set his career back as far as the way that he's viewed by everyone in the world, but it'll set back his chances of fighting Tank. Because if Haney loses this fight, everyone's going to be like, oh, we told you he couldn't beat Tank. They're not even going to be talking about Ryan Garcia. If Haney loses the fight to Ryan, they're going to be like, damn, he damn sure wouldn't have beat Tank. That's the first thing they're going to say. They're going to act like styles don't make fights. So Haney, not only does he have to win, not only is this a bigger fight for Haney than it is for Ryan, but Haney has to dominate in order to really get that fan base that Ryan has, in order to really increase his pay-per-view numbers going forward. The best case scenario for Devin Haney is a knockout, TKO, late stoppage. But the only way for him to get that late stoppage, when he gets Ryan hurt, like when he had Prograis hurt, he has to put his foot on the gas. If you want to be careful, what do they say? If you scared, go to church. If you scared, go to church. Get the pastor to lay hands on you. But in the boxing ring, we laying a different type of hands. So if Haney really want to become a star, he's going to have to take risks, bro. You had to take risks. And that's what's going to really, that's what really going to push him to the top. You know what I mean? Push him to the top of the mountain. push him to the top of the stairs like Rocky in that motherfucking movie. Adrian! Out of everyone else right now, what? If Ryan wins, he can fight Tank again? I don't think Ryan should fight Tank again, ever. Like, I don't think he should ever fight that fight again. But there will be I don't think there will be a rehydration clause. So if Ryan loses this fight, there will be no excuses for him. He'll just have to admit Haney's a better man. I don't think that he has a cracked rib like he said. He said his rib was separated before the Tank fight. He said he was weight drained from the rehydration clause. Haney is not draining him. There is no rehydration clause. Therefore, if Ryan loses this fight, he's going to have to charge it to the game. He's going to just have to say Devin Haney is better than me. When any fighter fights Devin, you got to judge that fighter by their feet. That's facts. Trippy trip. You wasn't tripping when you made that statement because that's facts. Tank was in there playing with Ryan. At different points, it looked like he was playing with Ryan. He was talking. He was comfortable. He didn't display any fear. He didn't display any hesitation against Ryan. I want to see Devin Haney turn into the sparring. When you watch Devin Haney spar, he's a bully in the ring. I want to see that version of Devin Haney come out because that's the version that's going to make him a star. So many eyes are going to be on this fight. You don't want to be moving too much. You know what I mean? Haney got to stay in the pocket and bang. Of course, he got to move. He don't got to just slug it out. But I want him to really get this stoppage, man. I want him to get the TKO. That's what's going to catapult him into stardom. Not superstardom, but stardom. He's going to take a lot of the Instagram, TikTok, Facebook groupies, Snapchat groupies that Ryan Garcia has. Haney's this generation's version of Floyd. I don't think so. Devin Haney is his own fighter. Haney don't fight anything like Floyd. Ryan has to redeem himself. How can Ryan redeem himself against Haney? Tank is the one that did the damage to him. How can Ryan redeem himself? Do you think Ryan has a chance against Tank in a rematch? I don't think so. The bully version will get him knocked out by a few of the 140-pound fighters. I'm not saying Devin Haney has to fight the rest of his career as a bully. I'm saying tonight, not tonight, but April 20th when they fight, April 20th, Devin Haney has to come out there and make a statement. He has to turn into a bully against Ryan Garcia. It's a perfect time. All eyes are watching. All eyes on me. Little life of thug. Hey, all eyes going to be on them. So with all those eyes watching, when you consider the social media following that Ryan is bringing in, Devin Haney has to show out. If y'all in here, make sure y'all tapping that screen, my brother. Maybe if he came in more prepared, if he ever fights Tank again. It don't matter how much preparation he does. He's not going to beat Tank. I hate to break it to you. Something about you just sound like Tyron Woodley. Nah, I don't know. I don't think I sound like Tyron Woodley. Floyd literally trained Haney. Floyd trained Tank. Floyd trains a lot of guys. Floyd trains with Kermit Moten. It's proven that Devin gets better every fight. He will dominate Ryan. That's facts. Devin has gotten better every fight. That's through day in and day out commitment throughout the years. You act like him for sure. I don't follow MMA enough to know if I act like him. Like, I doubt that I act like him though. Because I did see his press conference with Jake Paul. The way he was acting, I wouldn't act like that. Devin going to retire undefeated, I think. If Devin can stay focused, he has a chance to retire undefeated. But the thing is, Devin wants to fight for legacy. That means he's going to put himself in position to lose. You know why? Because when you're fighting for legacy, now you're fighting against the best fighters in the world. And Devin is moving up in weight classes and shit. So I don't think Devin is going to retire undefeated. I think Devin probably might eventually take a loss. Devin should have lost to Loma. I'm not even getting into that argument no more. The people that believe that Loma won, fine. I'm not going to argue with y'all no more. I can care less. Y'all can keep on saying that until y'all hit the grave. If he dominates a fully healthy Ryan, man, it's over for Tank. It will be 3 times people on Tank's head. I think Ryan's best chances if Haney steps on the gas and gets caught. My thing is this. Devin Haney can fight. What's up, Kennedy? Devin Haney can fight really good on the inside. He can fight really good on the inside. He knows how to play bully ball. So he needs to bully Ryan in there. You know what I mean? I think he's more physical than Ryan Garcia. I think that he needs to be offensive in this fight. Hey, Tyrese, thanks for liking the live, man. I don't really want to see too much movement. I don't want to see too much clinching. Devin got to dominate. I'm going to reread this tweet for the people that haven't been in here. YK Mel made a great statement. He said, Tank already laid the blueprint on how to neutralize Ryan. If you can't do it after he done showed you, then you for sure not elite or Tank just different. That go for all Ryan future opponents. Do you understand what he's saying? Do you understand what the streets is talking? Basically, they're saying if Devin is unable to dominate, if he's unable to get at least a TKO, and even if he don't get a TKO, if he get a unanimous decision, but he doesn't completely outclass Ryan, it's going to make him look like he's lesser than Tank. That's how the people are going to judge it. So I need Devin to really go in. Why everyone say Tank and Haney had number in sparring is it Tank had Haney number in sparring. Well, they sparred 2 times. One time Tank almost knocked Haney out. The other time Haney made Tank quit, or Tank ran out of gas in the doghouse rules. So in sparring, they 1-1. But sparring is sparring. It's a difference between a sparring and a fight. So Devin needs to take T.O.'s belts and become the true king of 140. Devin and Tank were scared to fight. I disagree. I think Devin and Tank are waiting to make the most money possible. That's what I think. Both times Tank almost KO'd Haney. No. I heard that the second time that they sparred, Tank was out of shape and he was unable to answer the bell. And there is no bell in doghouse rules, so I'm speaking metaphorically. Tank had to stop. Here's what I think. Haney beats Ryan, fights T.O., whoops him, beats Tank, goes to 147, beats Boots. God damn. Boy, if Haney do all that, he going down as one of the greats. My man, I don't know random, he has a lot of belief in Haney. So maybe he sees something. I disagree. I don't think that Haney should fight Boots. I think that Boots is a naturally larger man than Haney. I think Boots is a little bit more natural with his movements than Haney. So I think Haney should stop at 140 and then only go to 147 at the end of his career when he's truly filled out and when he has that grown man strength. And when he's completely confident and has a bunch of experience, because at 147, them boys crack-a-lacking. I think Haney can clear 140. It's possible. Somebody said Haney smacks Tank. Damn. Haney should fight Matias. Facts. Haney and Matias will be a great fight. Because Matias has so much heart. He's very dangerous. A lot of offense, a lot of power. Yes, Tank almost KO'd him, and Floyd Broner told me the story. Yeah, I know. I heard about that, but they sparred 2 times, so it is what it is. And Haney was young. Tank is older than all of these guys. There's videos of Tank sparring with T.O. T.O. was a teenager. You know what I mean? Tank is older than a lot of them. If Haney beats Boots, he is the greatest boxer of this generation. Yeah, if Haney was able to beat Boots, that'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. We didn't think Floyd would do the shit he did we? From the time Floyd was in the amateurs, Floyd looked like a very special talent. Floyd had reflexes and athleticism that Haney doesn't have. Haney's a great athlete, but Floyd was on a different level since the amateurs. When you watch Floyd's debut, he looks different than all of the guys who are fighting now in their debut. When you watch Floyd after he became champion, he looks different than everybody. Even though Terrence Crawford is a bad man, Terrence's defense isn't on the level of Floyd's. But Floyd had the same offense, missing some of the power, though. If Ryan wins, he should rematch Tank, no rehydration clause. Ryan can't tell Tank whether or not he should have a rehydration clause or not. Ryan isn't that popular. Haney is more offensive than Mayweather. Money Mayweather was all defensive. Well, Pretty Boy was more offensive than Haney. Pretty Boy was stopping guys. At 135, Floyd stopped damn near everybody. 140, Floyd put on some great performances. He didn't always stop guys, but a lot of the times he did. He stopped, I believe did he stop Corley? I don't remember. I know he stopped the one brother that passed away. I know he stopped him, the bald-headed brother. I can't think of his name. He died in a motorcycle accident. Rest in peace. But Floyd stopped a lot of guys, man. A lot of hard power punchers. Diego Corrales. Somebody says, thank you. If Floyd Power was up to par, she's definitely 60-0. Man, look. Floyd said that he could have stopped Canelo, but his hand started hurting. And I believe him because he had Canelo pinned up against the ropes. Floyd had Canelo pinned up against the ropes, how some people used to get pinned up against the locker. Benzie, thanks for sharing the live. Everybody in here, make sure y'all tap the screen. Y'all don't, listen. If 10 of y'all tap the screen for like a minute, then another 10 of y'all tap the screen. Y'all don't have to always be tapping the screen, but make sure periodically you tapping the screen and pushing the live. Thank you. Y'all only say Devin looking good against old dudes. We will see what he do against the dudes his age. Kambosos isn't old. Kambosos is not old. Devin looked great against him. Loma was 35 and still very, very effective and still fast. Devin looked great against him. Well, I'm not going to say great. Devin looked very good against him. Money Mayweather had a longer reign. Yeah, Floyd had one of the longest reigns ever, and he was undefeated. He was just different, man. He was just different. Bad fight for Garcia, but this is the biggest fight he'll get after the Davis loss. Yeah, this is a bad fight for Ryan, but it's a good fight for Ryan. If Ryan could get lucky and land that hook, man, people are going to be overrating Ryan again, just like how they used to overrate him before the Tank fight. There is no world in which Mayweather could KO Canelo, even if Canelo was weight drained. Canelo wasn't weight drained. Mayweather wasn't going to get a KO. He's going to get a TKO. If you watch that fight, Mayweather had Canelo pinned up against the ropes, whooping his ass, hitting him from all angles. So Floyd said his hand started hurting, so he had to dial it back. So if he doesn't have hand problems, next thing you know, Canelo's getting hit and not responding. So that's a TKO. Canelo would have lost the fight on his feet. Yeah, he was snapping Canelo's head back. It was embarrassing. Ryan not coming in with the same style against Tank. This fight going all 10 rounds easy. I mean, I believe the fight is going to be 12 rounds, Rick James. If it was up to me, I'd say Haney #1 pound for pound. Hey, man, hey. If you think Haney #1 pound for pound, I'm not going to argue too much with you. I don't think Haney has fought somebody. Well, no, because Haney beat Loma. But after Terrence Crawford's performance against Errol, nobody in the boxing world has performed like that against another elite opponent. That's why I put Terrence Crawford as #1 pound for pound. So it's like, to be the best, you have to have the right situation. Imagine if Haney fought Tank Davis and Haney did Davis like how Bud Crawford did Errol Spence. Then I would be like, yeah, Haney is #1 pound for pound. To be #1 pound for pound is not just about the skills. You have to be put in the right situation. It's about the opportunity. Terrence Crawford had the opportunity to fight a man that was unified, a man that had a deep resume at welterweight, and he completely destroyed him. That's why I put Terrence Crawford as #1 pound for pound. It's about the competition level of the opponent, not just about skills. Haney destroyed the second or third best 140-pounder in his 140 debut, KJ. Oh, you talking about Regis? Yeah, that was cool. That was real, real cool. But Regis did not have... Errol had multiple belts. Do you understand what I'm saying? Regis had 1 belt. Errol had 3 belts. They was fighting for undisputed. So Regis didn't have the resume of Errol Spence. Regis had already had a loss. Errol was undefeated. Crawford was undefeated. So the opportunity, you have to have the right guy in front of you to really go down, not just in the current times of pound for pound, but to go down in history, you have to have the right guy in front of you. That's why Roy Jones, he's remembered more for his athleticism than he is for his legacy, because it seemed as though they couldn't find the right guy to put in front of him. And there were guys that he should have fought. He should have fought G-Man. He should have fought the Hawk, Julian Jackson. You think T.O. has any chance against Haney after that performance against Ortiz? No, I don't think T.O. will beat Haney. I've been saying that for months, though. I've been saying that for a year. I think that Haney's mental is better than T.O. And Haney is so long. T.O. showed that he not really great at cutting off the ring if somebody got fast feet. The Josh Taylor fight was great, but Josh Taylor don't have particularly fast feet. So T.O., he dangerous, he athletic, but can he cut the ring off against a man with fast feet? You think Matias would do well at 147? Maybe. Haney is really rangy and fast. T.O. would have problems. Yeah. He would have 99 problems. T.O. definitely has a chance. Giving him 0% chance is crazy. Who the hell said T.O. had 0% chance? I didn't say that. That Regis versus Haney fight was a redeemed fight for Haney from that loss and or draw against Loma. Well, that wasn't the reason why people are saying Loma won, because a lot of people are race fans and a lot of people don't understand how to score a fight. Loma threw a bunch of flurries and missed most of that shit. Loma took 6 rounds just to get into the fight. Loma had 3 convincing rounds in round 9, 10, and 11. But a fight isn't scored one round. It's scored 1 round at a time. It's not scored based off of just 1 or 2 good moments. So Haney had more rounds. He won more rounds than Loma over the course of 12 rounds. Even if you think Loma had some of the more memorable moments, that's not how fights are scored. Y'all scoring a fight like it's a movie, but really it's 12 different episodes. So there was a few episodes where Loma was a star, but in most of the season, Devin Haney was a star. He was the one that was bringing home the bacon. Y'all scoring it like it's one big movie. And y'all remember at the end of the movie, Loma did good. That's not how the fights are scored. The fight is scored like a sitcom, episode by episode by episode. 12 episodes. In the season, Devin Haney proved to be the main character. Although Loma had a few great appearances. That's the best way I could put it to y'all. Haney will be undisputed. I think Loma did better than the scorecard showed, but Devin edged it out. Look, I don't even want to talk too much about this. My thing is this. If that's the case, do you think T.O. legit won over Ortiz? No, I think T.O. lost. I've been with saying that. I believe T.O. lost. But I think that Devin has to dominate in order to substantiate himself as a real threat to Tank, because that's how the people are going to compare it. You see the tweet behind me. Everything will be compared. Everybody in here, make sure y'all tapping the screen and liking the live. But everything will be compared. No, Loma won. Check the stats, and Haney was playing dirty. They both played dirty. Loma has his dirty tricks. Floyd has his dirty tricks. Devin had his dirty tricks. Any great competitor finds out ways to break and bend the rules. Now, in the boxing ring, it's forgivable. But when it comes to people putting substances in their body, that I don't agree with. But you finding out different moves to play around with the rule book, that's part of the competition. That's part of the game. But I'm looking to see Devin Haney come out there with a Floyd Mayweather, Arturo Gotti mindset. I'm looking to see Devin Haney get a TKO stoppage against Ryan Garcia. I'm looking to see Devin Haney let his hands go. I'm looking to see Devin Haney show killer instinct. Devin could have stopped Regis, but he took his foot off the gas. Devin has such great stamina, he doesn't have to take his foot off the gas. Devin is young. If you have Ryan hurt, get his ass up out of there. And that'll shut up all the Tank fans. And that way they're not going to be able to compare, because that's what they're going to do. They're going to try to use this as a comparison and say, look, Tank was able to stop him. Devin ain't ready for Tank. Somebody said Kawaki, guy who comes on your live, is a Devin Haney fanboy. I disagree. I think that Kawaki just sees that Devin has footwork and timing that will make him dangerous to anybody. Haney definitely going to beat Ryan. Ryan is too flat-footed and hasn't closed the holes in his game. Well, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. Mugen, thanks for liking the live. Everybody that's tapping the screen periodically, thank you. Devin is smart. No need to step it up and risk unnecessary counters. No. This is not just about being smart. It's not just about winning. Floyd Mayweather was one of the best movers and defensive boxers the world has ever seen. But he fought DeMarcus Corley in the pocket. He fought DeMarcus Corley toe-to-toe. Floyd Mayweather walked down Shane Mosley. Floyd Mayweather stopped Philip Endo. You understand what I'm saying to you? So sometimes you have to give the fans an exciting fight. You can't always just box. If you want to be a pay-per-view star, you have to give the fans some excitement from time to time. Pernell Whitaker went up against Roger Mayweather, a man with a 76-inch reach or 75-inch reach, a man that was larger than him, and got knockdowns on that man. Pernell was knocked down as well because he fought a dangerous style, but sometimes you got to give the fans what they want to see. You got to give the people what they want, man. People forget the Philip Endo fight. I don't forget it. That was a bad fight. When I say bad, I mean it with a positive connotation. You understood, but Devin hasn't shown this side of him to date. Well, Devin at lightweight was drained. He was draining his body. But in the Regis fight, you saw how much more comfortable he was at 140. So I think Devin just got to believe in his stamina, go out there and be aggressive. When you watch Devin spar, he's a bully in the ring. Devin be bullying the guys that he spars in the ring when he's sparring. Go watch footage of Devin Haney sparring. He's very aggressive. He comes forward. He doesn't really move all the time. Yes, because he was 168 night of the fight. Yeah. If Ryan wins, where do we rank Ryan amongst 135 and 140? If Ryan wins, I mean, he's top 10. If you beat Devin Haney, you're ranked top 10 at 140. Because Devin is right now is looking like one of the top guys at that weight division. Devin Father is guiding him right in developing fight strategy. Yes, that's right. Fight strategy is great, but this ain't just about strategy. This is business. So in business, you got to take risks, man. I hate to break it to you. I hate to break it to you, but in business, you got to take risks. Devin Haney walks, bro. He went from 140 and beat the fuck out of Regis. Yes, yes. Devin Haney beat Regis. The sport of boxing wins for having a fight. Yeah, the sport of boxing is damn sure gonna win from this fight. Shout out to Ryan Garcia. I don't think Ryan's gonna win this fight, but shout out to Ryan Garcia as a marketer. The way he's promoting the fight, the way he pushes the beef, the way he pushes the social media beef, the real time beef, face to face beef. All of that is Ryan. The way that he goes out and gets acquainted with the public. Devin got good defense. He's gonna counter Ryan so much. Yeah, Devin has great counters, but I want to see Devin stop this man. I want to see a TKO. When Haney becomes undisputed at 140, goes to 147, and dominates Boost, just know I told y'all so. When Haney, damn, if you think he gonna do all that, boy, you got a lot of faith. Oh, we got to guess. T Street.
Yo, what's good? What's good?
What's up, man? Now, I think Devin Haney, if he doesn't get a stoppage, people are gonna use that as a cloud against him. People are gonna bring that up and say, "Look, Tank Davis was able to do this, but it took Devin 12 rounds, and he wasn't even able to stop Ryan." So I think Devin need to go out there with the mindset of seek and destroy. I think he has to switch it up in this fight, and he has to fight in the pocket. He has to wow the crowd. You know what I mean? He has to put on in order to become a star in the sport. This is a big fight for him. So true greatness is not just doing the same shit comfortably. It's not just boxing. When you're really, really great, you could box and you could fight. You got layers. And you could do things in an appealing way. So it's like I could drive straight to the basket, but since people are watching, I'm gonna hit you with a crossover first, then I'm gonna drive to the basket. You know what I mean? I'm gonna add flair to it. That's true greatness. So I think Devin got to add some flair to this fight, and that's my take, man. What's your take?
Is that what what the retweet say? Like he basically saying Devin gotta
No,
knock him out.
you can read it right here.
Like the blueprint on how to neutralize Ryan if you can't do it right. Oh, because I was about to say, man, I feel like people be saying he pillow fisted, so I feel like if he don't knock him out, I feel like it's not that surprising.
No, man, he got to knock him out, man. Like he don't have to do a motherfucking thing besides stay black and die, but he gotta knock him out. You know what I mean? He gotta knock him out.
Yeah, because I'm like he's like a pure boxer though. Like he's not really he's not really a big puncher like that. But because Tank probably would have knocked Loma out to be
Loma,
yeah
man,
like if
Tank fuck around and lost to Loma. Devin beat Loma because of Devin's natural size and his footwork. Tank's short.
yeah I think Tank and Loma skill wise it's a closer fight.
Yeah,
But
yeah, Tank. No, Tank can knock out Loma, but Tank could have probably lost to Loma, bro. Like Loma,
yeah
shit, the way that he fights is not really good for somebody who doesn't throw that many punches, and they're around the same height.
yeah for sure I think it would have been close and Tank would have been down and I think he would have been forced to knock him out.
Yeah, yeah, he'd have been forced to get that knockout if he could get it. If he can get it, I mean, Loma has good footwork. Only Ryan could possibly win is by KO. If they go 12 rounds, Devin most def taking it by unanimous decision. But you don't understand. Devin Haney don't need just a unanimous decision. Devin Haney need a TKO. He need to really make a statement, man. He could become a star right now. This is how you become a star. When everybody watching, that's when you gotta put on. Like Jeezy said, you gotta put on for your city. On for your city. What's up, Malachi?
Uh, Levi, my little brother messed with my settings.
Oh damn.
Yeah,
Hey man,
I'm
get
stuck with.
that belt on him. Go, you gonna have to
Yeah,
give him some tough love, man. Go ahead, put your foot up his ass a little bit.
uh, he'll get something, but he has the final laugh because I can't change it for a month now. But I'm thinking about this as this is actually a very good fight. I like it a lot.
That's what I said.
And
Shout out to
at least,
Ryan making these fights.
like people could say all they want about him. He's making these fights happen.
Old school boxing, them dudes was fighting. That's why the records, when you look at old school fighters, somebody could be 130, 34, and 12. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's that old school shit. So Ryan, he
Mhm.
making his ass whoop all up and down 135 and 140, but he's giving us what we want. We want to see the best fight the best. He's one of the best. Physically, I don't think he has the IQ wise, but physically, he's just as capable as the rest of these guys. And he has a heart. You know what I mean? That's one thing
Mhm.
he has on a lot of these dudes. He got heart to put himself out there, to get up in that ring and to make that money.
Yeah. I'm watching this video the other day. I saw a comment comparing him to Sean Porter. Like he might not be the top of the peak, but he is definitely going out making big fights happen.
I said that in my last live. In my last live, I said Ryan just like Sean Porter. Like at the end of the day, nobody is going to disrespect him because in an era where guys are pussyfooting into the ring, Ryan is jumping in there. He's jumping in there with top competition, and this is what we want to see. And he's not coming scared either. Like Sean, when Sean got in there, if he respected you, he didn't talk too much trash. Ryan respects his opponents, but he's still talking shit to him, and that builds the fight.
Yeah.
And he about
I
to
just
he about to make a lot of money.
I just see Dev outclassing him, man, for real. I know he got a puncher's chance for real, but Ryan game plan, bro. I seen he tweeted. He said or he posted somewhere that he said Bill Haney gonna have to take him out on a stretcher if they don't stop the fight
Yeah,
at appropriate time. So that tell me what the game plan is, man. He got the right mindset. He got the right mindset.
I think Haney gotta adopt that mindset too, man. Look, people gotta see. Once you at this level, people gotta see from Devin Haney that it's worth buying them damn tickets. Ryan is great opposition for Dev. Ryan is not a class fighter. So if you gonna knock out anybody or if you gonna get a stoppage on anybody, you got it made with Ryan Garcia because yes, Ryan is athletic as hell. His hook is powerful as hell, but he knows that he has a lot of work to do as far as skills development, boxing IQ.
Mhm.
So this fight looks better than what it really is on paper because Ryan has a big name. If Devin is gonna stop anybody, if Devin is gonna look great against anybody, this is the perfect opponent. This is like Cambosos all over again. Malachi, thanks for the gifts.
Oh, so you saying that he needed to take his superstardom to another level? Not saying it's gonna change our opinion
Yes, yes.
if he could
Mhm.
give Tank
We
problems.
know,
Yeah.
we know Ryan. I mean, we know Devin can outbox Ryan. But it's not about that.
Mhm.
Ryan got all of them damn followers. People think Ryan is attractive. The women are watching. The cheerleaders, everybody's gonna be watching, bro. People from the Mexican community, blacks gonna be watching. All the Europeans that watch Ryan overseas, they're all gonna be watching this fight. So when
Yes.
your opponent brings a crowd like that, you have a chance to really steal a lot of those fans. Floyd did it with Ricky Hatton.
Wait. Mhm. And speaking of the Mexicans, like you seen that video like after the Virgil Ortiz fight where Bill Haney is going all around that stadium getting a bunch of Mexicans to shout La Raza?
I didn't see that.
Like he went around asking a bunch of people if Ryan was La Raza. They kept saying no.
Now what the hell is a La Raza?
I think like Mexicans.
Oh, so the Mexicans don't claim him.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, I mean, I'm
Yeah,
not
we
surprised
we
because
we don't we don't
you got a
claim
lot of the
Ryan.
Europeans.
Ryan trash.
Huh?
I said us Mexicans we don't like Ryan. He's trash.
Well, hey, listen, Oscar De La Hoya, he lost a lot of his big fights. Do y'all like Oscar?
Yeah, but you can't compare no Ryan to a Hall of Famer. Come on now.
Listen, Oscar De La Hoya lost most of his big fights.
Ryan ain't ever even
Yeah.
been a world champion. I mean, how can you compare Ryan to Oscar La
Run is
Hoya?
Hey,
That's a good
hey,
point. I'm
yeah.
just saying, Oscar De La Hoya, if y'all love Oscar but y'all hate Ryan, Ryan is making a lot of the fights happen. And Oscar, he lost a lot of his big fights. When you look at it, Oscar lost to Floyd, he lost to Hopkins. Um,
Yeah.
Shane Mosley.
then
Uh-huh.
Mosley. I don't know if
But
he fought
but the
Mosley.
Mosley fights.
He lost most of his big fights.
Did he beat Tito Trinidad?
Nope. Trinidad.
True, but
And really, he should have lost to Purnell.
true, but some of those fights probably. But I think stuff like Trinidad and at least one of the Mosley fights were questionable at best.
Nah, yeah, but you do got a point though. I feel like Ryan has to. I mean,
There's
if Devin knock him out, he gonna get
in
a good
Oscar's
little
era
fan
who
base
you can say he
coming
ducked.
I think
But is
Devin
Devin
got
known?
it. What's up,
Is
Kevin?
Devin
What's
known
up?
for a knockout though? That's my question. Is he known for a knockout?
in. We
Nope.
ain't said he known for a knockout. We saying if
Right.
he
So
knock him
that's a.
out,
But wait a
if
minute.
he
But wait.
knock
But
him
now
out, he gonna
Is
Yep.
make his
Ryan
numbers
known?
go up. That's what we saying.
But is Ryan known for a knockout?
Yep.
Oh, right then. See the difference. We got to rate the power here, guys. Let's rate the power. Let's rate the power.
That's a great point. Ryan has better natural power than Devin.
Ryan has
And
more.
not only does Ryan have better natural power, Ryan has it is more instinctual for Ryan to go out there throwing power shots. Like Ryan has more of an offensive mindset.
Yeah, I
But
think the
with all
pressure
that
for
being
a
said, if
knockout.
Devin wants to become a real star, he will have to go against the grain. He will have to do because everybody's
Yeah.
watching. So
Yeah,
Devin
that's what.
has
Right.
a
Because
chance
Yeah.
right now to really
Ryan is not a pressure
dominate.
fighter.
Hmm?
Ryan is not a pressure fighter.
Yeah.
He wants you to come to him and he's gonna offload on that offense. See? But he's not a pressure fighter. He's gonna push the fight. Haney's gonna push it. Now you gotta give Haney that. Haney will come to you.
Yeah.
That's the problem I see with the power versus the movement. That Haney has to be real agile on that line with working with Ryan. That's all I'm gonna say. On the line.
Because of that hook.
Cause of that hook. And he's good at that hook.
All I know is
Now I don't
He's
know.
great at
Now what
the
is
hook.
Haney
I ain't
known
mad.
for,
you do
guys?
a whole lot
Somebody
with
tell me
Ryan
what
right
he's
now.
known for. What is Haney known for?
Haney known for boxing, footwork, and a jab.
There you go.
Math,
See it?
math
Now you
classes.
see what I'm talking about? What is Ryan known for?
Brian known for the speed, combinations, and the hook.
Highlight reels.
Hey,
In
the
the
pressure
knockout.
for the pressure to get the knockout is on Ryan Garcia because that's what he's known for.
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah.
there's
There
no
you go.
pressure. This might sound
Mhm.
crazy. Ryan
Uh-huh.
already
Yeah.
Ryan has already taken the loss. And I think that Ryan could bounce back from a loss better than Haney because he has a better media personality. I don't think no pressure is on Ryan. I think the pressure is on Haney to
Yeah.
perform because he has a chance. This fight is
Yeah,
going to
but
be compared to the fight with Tank Davis. That's what the tweet behind me is. The one guy already called it on Twitter. But this fight will be Devin's
I think,
performance will be compared to Tank's performance. So Devin has to show out.
uh
Yeah, Devin has
yeah.
to show out. That's right.
I think
Off that
I
work, off
think
that
that's
line.
something. I think that's something Devin's got to.
I'm just saying
I
that
think that's something Devin's got to realize. Like
if
mass decisions gets respect, and highlight reel knockouts get you superstardom.
If Devin don't get the knockout though, would that make y'all think Devin can't beat Tank? Like that, that's not
I
gonna
It's
mean
take
not gonna
away.
make me
it's
think that, but a lot of people are gonna say
No.
that immediately. You
no
have to
what I'm
understand, not everybody accepts that Styles make fights. You got a lot of casual fans that follow Ryan Garcia. So if
yeah
Devin and you got a lot of casual fans that follow Tank, that's where most of the money comes in. When you could bring in people that don't regularly watch the sport, that's when you know you're a star.
yeah
So people that don't regularly watch the sport, if Devin don't get a stoppage or if he doesn't get a TKO, if he doesn't dominate, they're going to say this man is not ready for Tank Davis. That's what they're going to say.
yeah.
Everybody's only as good as their last fight. Like
Facts.
with Tio's last fight, watching that, I definitely think Devin beats him.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, Mike, I can't hear you, man. I think it's your mic. No pun intended. Yeah, Haney's supposed to win. I really don't doubt that Haney gonna win. I give Haney. I think this is a 70-30 fight for real, for real. I give Ryan a puncher's chance. I also think that Ryan he did look a little better in the Duarte fight. He has Derrick James, so I give him 30% chance to win. But really, Haney's supposed to win the fight. I think it matters the manner of which Haney wins. Haney can't win a boring fight. He can't be clinching a lot. He got to really go out there and
It's
drop put hands on Ryan
it's
because
really
everybody's watching.
it's really Haney's chance to get his numbers up, depending
Yep.
on how
Yep.
the outcome of the
Thank you.
fight is. If he
This is really
stops
a
him,
chance
his numbers gonna go
for
up
Haney to become
crazy.
a pay-per-view star.
Yeah, there you go. Like I said, he gonna swoop up all them casuals that
Thank
watch
you. That's what
Ryan,
this
you
fight is
know.
about. That's why Haney wanted to fight. And this actually helps the narrative. This fight, if Haney does great, this builds up the fight with him and Tank even more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, now I was
So
just about to
it's
mention
so much
that.
goodness going into this fight. And that's why I keep saying thank you to Ryan Garcia, because Ryan knows deep down he may not be as skilled as these men, but he's still getting in the ring with these dudes. He still has
Yeah,
the heart to really break in the ring with them, and it's great for the
Yeah,
sport. So shout out to him.
yeah. Someone says it's just talks and opinions, and I beg to differ. Life is talks and opinions. That's how we move about every day.
Yep.
Football, baseball, basketball. We call predictions, and we got to analyze it and talk about it because we see it. So it's just not talk. It's analyzing things. It's like the promoters got to analyze the storyline, what makes the better fights for us to talk about these things. Because we got to talk about it. And we going by what we see. Now, a lot of people look at boxing as fans, but we as analysts, we look at it in a different way. And when I see comments like that, I'm like, I beg the difference to understand. Yes, you have an opinion as a person in this game, but know the statistics behind it. Follow the fighters. Just don't have a conversation about it. We're talking about what we've seen. We're talking about what we observe, the styles, and we can critique our team, our opponent. But as analysts or whatever we do and talking about this, like if we was in a barber shop, I tell people, at least come to the table with some facts and just not conversation.
Thank you. Now,
Like
now,
barbershop, like a bunch of guys in a barbershop talking about boxing. That's like that scene from Coming to America.
Hey, but Ryan not ready for Devin Haney's jab. He is not ready for that
You
jab.
said what, MJ? What'd you say?
Ryan is not ready for Devin Haney's jab. It's gonna be in his
Yeah,
face
but
all
we
night.
listen. I challenge Devin Haney. We know you could jab, but we need you to fight. When Floyd
We
fought
need
the
you to
boxer
fight. Yeah.
Floyd, Floyd could have just jabbed, clinched, and moved,
Yeah.
but he fought and he made it a
Or
great
at
event.
least
That's
drop
how you build
Ryan a
your name.
couple times, you know.
That's
Hey,
how you build
KJ,
your name. Sometimes you got to stand in there
can
and
you hang
fight
on?
if you want to really get your name out there. If you want to really become a star. If not, you could just box forever. But you're gonna keep on being, the B side and stuff because you're not bringing in the money you could be bringing in. Devin Haney got a great gas tank. Devin could fight and has a great movement into the 12th round. So if you still moving like that in the 12th round, that means that there's more punches that you could be throwing in the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th round. You know what I mean? Devin
Right.
could fight
Exactly.
more like a Ray Leonard. He really got the gas tank to fight like Sugar Ray. So he needed to show some
Right.
of that in this fight against Ryan Garcia, in my opinion.
And keep in mind, we talking about great coaches in the corner. Now, let's not leave out the coaching staff, the guys that train these guys in that corner.
Right.
They're going to be able to they should be able to make those adjustments in the corner. And you're right, my man, on the comments. Yeah, you're right. It's about that. I understand, but my thing is predictions can only come prior to, but in the action of the fight, that's up to the coaching staff to make those adjustments so we can see that they're making these adjustments in the fight. It's not that we're right or wrong, but we actually seeing jab versus jab. Who you would give it to, sir? Who would y'all give it to, jab versus jab?
Oh, that's Haney all day.
You see what I'm talking about? So when we start looking at the movements, you got to rate it like that, like you do your football team. You got to rate it
Right.
first before you make any distinctive decision on it.
I'm just changing my hair.
And it's not easy
Hey,
picking your winner all the time.
Kappa, somebody in the chat, they built off of what
Uh-huh.
you said. Kevin Plus said Bill Haney versus Derrick James is a great matchup. I didn't even think of that. That's exactly.
Good.
Bill Haney, he was able to guide Devin to victory in the Lomachenko fight. He was able to keep Devin relaxed, confident, and calm when Loma started to turn up in the 9th, 10th, and 11th round. So the coach
Right.
makes a huge difference. But Bill told Devin, don't step on the gas against Regis. I disagree, man. I think Devin could get these dudes out of here. I think Devin got the stamina to do that. Devin could push the action, but I'm not his coach. I'm not his coach. I'm just saying Devin has the potential to be a pay-per-view star, especially at 140. Sometimes you got to take risks. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah,
You
but
Fortune
I
do.
favors
think
the bold. The
I
more
think
risks you take, the more money you can make.
the reason he said that to Devin, like, don't go on the gas pedals, because the last time he really tried to do that when he was winning the fight hands down, he did the stanky leg
What's up,
against
bro?
Linares.
Yeah, Lenard, what's good, NBA? I hear you, Levi. You talking about the Linares fight, but guess what? That's just part of boxing. If you're going to be an exciting fighter, when you watch Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence, Terrence dominated Errol, but Terrence took that big ass shot mid fight. He took a big left hand from Errol. That's what happens when you're trying to fight an exciting fight. Is
Yeah,
at some point during the fight you're gonna get caught. If you want to be safe, that's fine. You can be safe, you can be undefeated, but you're not going to sell the same amount of tickets. Tank Davis is a very elusive fighter, but there's times where Tank Davis decides, you know what, I'm going to land this big shot no matter what. And that's what gets him the knockout. He puts himself in position to get the knockout. He don't just go in there using all of his reflexes all the time, using all of his defense all the time. So people assume Tank got bad defense. It's not that he got bad defense, it's that he chooses when to use his defense because he knows he has a job to do as far as selling them tickets. Devin got to try to sell the tickets with this fight. And that's
right. There
based
you
off his
go.
performance. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, if
I
he
don't know how
stopped
you guys
Ryan,
talked about this already, but do y'all think that little brawl they had was real?
I think it
Yeah,
was
it was
real and
real.
fake at the same
Yeah.
time.
It was real and fake at the same time because Ryan is known for that type of hype.
Yep.
Ryan is the money man that's going to bring the money.
Yeah,
He's helping Haney out in essence because
Yep.
and
that
we've
right
seen with
there, it was
Loma
half
that
and
Devin
half
is
to me
willing to do
because
that stuff.
it threw Devin Haney off guard. That's what it was more
Yeah,
about.
you ain't
Haney was
lying.
thrown off guard.
I think
And Ryan is known for doing theatricals and hyping up the fight. He's good at that. And I don't think like when Ryan started clowning at the end, and that was showing Ryan being Ryan. But Haney wasn't used to that.
right.
I
That's
think
why
that
I said it
that
was real and fake. It was fake for Ryan. It
Man.
got real for Haney. Haney is
Right.
not used to somebody just jumping up in his face, pushing him like that, trying to. So I think it was real and fake at the same time. It was in comparison of a good way to compare it. Ali one time Ali grabbed Joe Frazier. Ali was chilling the whole time. Frazier got mad and then wanted to fight. Frazier had to leave. He had to leave the little interview, the little session, because he was so pissed off at what had occurred.
oh
Ali
yeah,
sat back down and continued doing the interview because the
yeah,
whole time for him it was business. I think it was like that. I think Haney really got pissed off by that, and Ryan was just there selling the
Yeah.
fight.
I
That's
Yeah, it
how I
was
remember
think it
fake and
was.
real at the same time.
I
But do
remember
you
that
think it was
first
more
attempt.
fake? I would go with more fake. I'm looking at the comments down there.
And so Bill Haney still wanted to throw hands.
Hey,
Tried to
KJ,
chase Ryan down.
did you see what Sander Martin wrote about Teofimo
What?
No,
recently? He wrote, again, stop protecting this guy. He wrote that the other day.
I think Sanders
Because,
is saying they're protecting him from losses that he should be getting.
yeah,
Like people think
yeah,
that
I
Tio
don't know.
lost to Sanders, people think that Tio lost to Ortiz. Basically, if you're a little bit taller than Tio and you know how to use your feet, you're gonna give him problems. At the end of the fight, it's going to be a questionable fight.
So
So
Timo
Tio
Mm-hmm.
may
can't
have
cut the
gotten
ring
two
up.
good decisions, and it is what it is.
Timofimo get rid of them mistakes too.
What mistakes?
Yeah,
Like
what
cutting off the
mistakes?
ring. He can't cut off the ring.
Okay, that's a great point.
Great one. Yes, he did not do that. Yeah. I question that again, the coaching. What was his dad saying in the corner? Like, what? Yeah.
They
Cutting the ring
You
off
probably
is
ain't
one
assumed that
lying
thing.
about that
Ortiz's
though.
they
You
probably
gotta
Yeah.
assumed
listen
that
to
Ortiz's strategy wasn't going to get
that
him
too.
points.
Yeah. 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 His strategy, right. Exactly. It to me, it was just the worst combination matchup to me. It just didn't make up a good fight. And that's why people sometimes want to put fights together and say, hey, they should fight. Sometimes they're not great matchups because of the styles. You
Which is
feel
why
me?
they were fighting on a Thursday night.
Look at Andre. Nobody wanted to fight Andrade out of Long Island, Staten Island, New York. His
Yep,
style was so awkward. It was an awkward style, and they
it
make
was.
the worst fights. Guys with them awkward styles will whip your behind.
Yep. Hey, every time that I say,
A menu Gushes had a weird style too.
and
Yes, exactly.
hey, Keffa, every time that I say that Demetrius Andre had a real chance to beat Canelo, all the Canelo fans get pissed off at me, man.
Well, you know what? Go get
it's because they
a
looking
big
at the
jar. We're gonna
Benavidez
filter
fight.
all that piss because we're gonna need it in the end times, man. Man,
They
I ain't worried
they
about no
they
folks, man.
they say that though
Wait,
because they looking at the
Like we
Benavidez
say,
fight.
I love the haters to come on the podcast. Come on, guys. Come on in. Come on in. Tap the screen, guys. Tap the screen.
Floyd
wait,
still went and banged with the drunken master in the pocket. That's facts. And that's another thing that I'm saying. Devin is young. So Devin hasn't taken all types of damage yet. so he can go out here. These are the fights. This is the best time for him to get active. When you in your 30s, I understand you being defensive and moving. Devin is young. He's a young gun. Go out there and let it rip. Open up on
Yeah.
somebody, especially everybody watching. I
Devin
want him to
Haney
go out
took
there and get the
Lomachenko
TKO.
footwork.
Huh?
Devin Haney took Lomachenko footwork, I heard. I don't know how true that is.
Yeah, okay.
To a
That's
degree.
interesting. What on this
Yeah.
fight? This Ryan
Uh
fight?
not the Ryan fight, the
The
Regis
Loma
Prograis
fight.
fight.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. Did you see any progress?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
because I
think
didn't know that. But now that I'm looking back at the fight in my mind, wow, that's interesting. Okay, I didn't
if
know
he's
that.
gonna make a statement here, he's got to sit down on his punches and try and get Ryan out of there.
Yeah.
As much as I like
And
Ryan,
guess
I just
what?
don't see him winning this fight right now.
Guess
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
While he's trying to get Ryan out of there, he may take a shot or two. Tank Davis took a big shot against Ryan. Actually, Tank
Yes,
Davis
he
took
did.
two of those hooks against Ryan.
I
So
do.
that's what happened when you trying to get somebody out of there and you waiting and you being patient. You may take a shot or two. You gotta take risks. And Tank was able to get miraculous, memorable stoppage where Ryan actually he bowed down the knee to him. He
You
ain't want
said
to get
that.
up.
You
People
said
never
that.
gonna forget that. So Devin got to have a performance like that,
Mm.
man. I'm telling y'all,
Yeah.
like
So
he needs something like that, something big, a stoppage
you,
where it's like, yo, just go ahead and wave it off.
and you said that Devin might take a shot or two. In that case, Ryan better be working on his right hand because they are already going to be looking for the left hook.
Hey,
That's fact.
I still think
And
it's
again, guys,
insane, bro,
it goes
that we
back to
ain't
the
never
corner.
seen.
In the first round, the first bell, that distinguishes the fight. And I'm gonna say it's gonna be a coach's fight. And it's what and adjustments that are going to be made. It's more on Devin Haney's part than Ryan. To me, Devin Haney has more to lose than Ryan Garcia.
Yep.
Because
Yeah.
Ryan Garcia is young. He got a long way to go. His fanfare is loyal to him. He's going to be a money man fighter, so he's not going anywhere. It's Devin Haney's camp that has to worry about this fight more
Yep.
than anything
Okay, we
But you
got
know
to be
what
because
though,
honest.
Stephen?
he is the future face, and I give Haney in his camp credit. He is the future face and the real deal for boxing. When you want to talk about boxing, that
And you
man
know
went
But
what though?
overseas and fought. He
Ryan
stays
don't be listening
active.
to his coaches all the time. Like
Yep.
Ryan,
No, he don't. There you go.
yeah.
I don't know how much of a coach's fight is going to be.
Huh.
I think Ryan gonna go in there and try to freestyle it like he always do. And if he can land that damn hook, we just have to wait and see how Devin deals with it. But
Yeah.
I've seen countless times Ryan does not listen to the man in the corner. And it's some fighters
Yeah.
like Ali really didn't listen to his corner man. Like it's
Right,
some fighters that are like that.
right.
Honestly, I think
Yeah.
Ryan's gonna knock Devin out.
Yeah.
I
Why?
just think he's got more skill than Devin Haney. To be honest with you, he does. He's faster. That's why,
Yeah, well,
and
you
he's
say
got.
he has more skill, but then you brought up a physical attribute.
Yeah. He might be faster, but he's not as skilled as Devin.
Ryan's
Devin Haney
timing
can
is nothing like
outbox Ryan Garcia.
Devin Haney's timing is better than Ryan's. Just like Tank's timing was better than Ryan's. So you said that Ryan has more skill, but you brought up a physical attribute. You said speed. Can you tell
Yeah,
me what one skill that Ryan has that's better than Haney's?
just speed. Like when he knocked out that
That's
guy
that's
Fortuna.
That's
Like
listen,
that's an
listen.
attribute. That's not skill.
That's it. Listen, you talking about a physical attribute. I'm talking about boxing skills. Do you think Ryan
oh,
has a
like
better
jab,
jab, better
like
punch,
jab
better
wise.
hook?
Yeah, yeah. I think he has like faster hands. He's a better jab. You know,
No,
I would say
Brian
like
jab
a
ain't
better
better
No.
than
right
Haney.
hand. Better right
No.
One thing
hand.
that Ryan has that's better
Right
than Haney
hand.
is his hook.
Yeah.
The
Ryan's
hook.
hook is better than Devin Haney's hook. That's probably it.
That's it.
Yeah,
Oh
but
shit, that hurt.
I respect Ryan for taking this fight. He has guts, but
Yeah,
I really think
I respect Ryan.
he should have had more fights beforehand with Derek James just to further work on stuff.
Now I said that in the last live. I said that Ryan, if you want to be honest, Ryan should be waiting like 2 years at least before coming back to fight these guys
Yeah,
because he has to rebuild himself from the ground up. He's missing a lot of basic fundamentals. So you're
that
going to struggle with the top dogs if you don't have great fundamentals. But
no,
Ryan is jumping right back in there, giving the fans what they want to see, and there's nothing you can do but applaud it. Most men wouldn't do that shit. Most people would. So I'm letting you know right now. If I was in Ryan's position, I'd take a year off. I said it in the last live. I
And
would take
get
a year
better
off,
too though.
go to
That's what Canelo
Mexico.
did.
I would go to Mexico and learn how to fight on the inside like a real Mexican and add my natural speed to it if I was Ryan. Because I would look at the landscape and say, damn, a lot of these great fighters don't know how to fight on the inside. So that would have
He
been a
got
way
to
for
go to
Ryan to
Mexico. Wait.
disrupt punch
Bring him up
counters
to
and shit like that.
Philly. Bring him up to Baltimore. Bring him up to
But
DC, the headbangers.
Yeah, they
Come,
got the best
we
boxers out
we'll
there
turn
too. They got
Ryan
the
around.
best.
if
But
you
but the
Ryan
thing
wants
about
to use that shoulder roll,
Baltimore and
go work with
DC,
Floyd on that.
headbangers, they still gonna have they still got the footwork and shit like that. I think Ryan need to go learn how to just fight and take a punch and give a punch. I don't think he's never gonna be a real skilled guy,
Oh,
but
I
he
see
could
what you're
become
saying,
a
right?
machismo,
Yeah,
bravado guy,
yeah,
and you can learn that
right.
out there in Mexico with these
Yeah,
people who
that's
fight
true.
like that.
I
Yeah,
think
that's
you need
true.
to go back to Canelo and learn from Canelo again.
Uh,
Canelo said out his own mouth that Ryan don't work hard enough. So they had
oh,
beef because of that. Canelo said that Ryan does not train like a champion. He said Ryan was coming to the gym, hitting the bag for a little bit, taking a little Instagram video and leaving.
listen,
So,
so
Mm.
all
hey, if
this
y'all
is why
listen
I
to the
thought it
chat,
was a
make sure
good
y'all
idea.
tapping the screen, man.
All this is exactly why I thought it was a good idea. Why he go fight Rolly first. Yeah, I mean, one, you're getting a title right there, and Rolly's not
Yeah.
that good, so there's a good.
Rolly would have been better for Ryan to fight though, because Rolly would have been a way for him to work on whatever him and Derek James was doing. It would have been better for him to work on that shit against Rolly than against Devin.
Exactly.
I'm letting you know that right
Wait,
now.
Rolly's good. It's just
Rolly
why
is
don't you think
good.
Rolly's good? Why don't you think Rolly's good? Who said that?
Me.
Who
Who said
said
Rolly
that?
was good?
Because he's strong. He survived that
Oh,
old
I mean, okay,
man,
hey Levi,
Barroso.
tell him why you don't think Rolly good, man.
Yeah. I want to know why you said that.
Whoa. Did y'all see this comment? Ryan just divorced his wife. You think that's going to affect his boxing?
Uh,
Man, I don't
Hmm.
even know if we can't. We can't.
Ryan
Hey,
got.
Trevor, when they be putting in shit like that, I don't even
I
what
know
thought
if
that
happened?
man.
they just talking to try to
What
Yeah, I
put it and
know. That's
shit
what I
somewhere
said.
else.
what is
That's why I'm responding. Is that going to affect his boxing? Your
what is
personal life has nothing to.
No,
They
sometimes
signed the contract.
the personal life do affect, but a lot of times they be
Yeah,
just
it
throwing
does.
out stuff that the
Yeah,
Ryan can
yeah.
use to steer to distract the live. That's why I don't be tripping off the chat sometimes.
I feel
But
you,
hey,
baby.
Levi, tell us why you
Mm.
think Rolly isn't good because Wickedy want to hear it.
No.
Yeah, I
Oh,
just
I
want to
think
know.
he relies too much on his power, and he's a bit sloppy.
But were you
That's a good
impressed?
point.
Were you impressed by his performance against Tank until he got knocked out?
Uh,
I would.
to a
Yeah,
degree, yeah.
Yeah, I
because
But
would.
then
he
later
was
on, when I
whooping.
rewatched that fight, I'm thinking, how much of this is because of Rolly, and how much is this because of Tank just letting him do it?
And yeah,
I,
Tank style. Tank style, you could look good against Tank for a little bit because Tank is
yeah,
waiting. He's waiting. He's patient. You know,
bro.
Tank is like one of those snakes up in the tree, one of the vipers. He could wait all day, and once he gets you as a rat boy, you poison.
Yeah. Remember that
So
Leo Santa
that's what
Cruz
happened with
fight?
Rolly. And another thing is, how much credit can we give a guy when at the end of the day he got knocked out? So
Mm.
it's like,
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie. Devin Haney came in. He rehydrated 25 pounds his last fight. The man was almost a super middleweight. Tank is probably gonna ask for a rehydration clause, especially if he still Ryan.
He ain't
or
gonna
Devin's
get
gonna be so big that he's not
He
gonna
ain't
be
gonna get
forced.
that.
Devin's gonna
That's
be so
not
big
happening
he's not gonna
twice.
have to accept no rehydration clause. And
Happening.
Tank gonna have to fight him at 140. No one else is doing the clauses, so it's not gonna be good for boxing. My thing is this: Tank Davis has the skill and the power to beat up on guys who are naturally bigger than him. We've seen him do it with Mario Barrios. So that's just part of the game. Like Tank is to me, Tank is a better natural mover than Devin. He hits harder than Devin. He has better reflexes, all of that shit. He has better timing.
yeah.
So
And it,
the reason why it's going to be competitive is because Devin is naturally bigger than him. That's why the fight is like so-so. I think Devin also has better distance management. Devin is naturally longer, stuff like that. So that's just boxing. You can't just go out and I'm gonna get him with a rehydration clause. No, you have your gifts. Devin has his gifts. Y'all meet in the middle and see whose gifts overcome the others.
Yeah. Is Devin Haney bigger than Ryan Garcia?
Now they
I
kind of look
think they're
like they're
around
the
the same
same height.
height.
About the same. They're
They're the
about the
same.
same.
They're the
He
same.
might
Same
weigh
arm
more than
length.
him, but
Yeah. Because I see Rolly be walking around at like fucking 175, and then somehow he gets down to, I don't know how he gets down. I saw a picture on his Instagram. He was at 180. I don't know if that was real.
But listen, a lot of these dudes they do themselves a disservice. You don't want to be gaining all of that weight in between fights because it put
Yeah.
wear and tear on your body. Look at Errol Spence. Like it put
Yeah.
wear and tear on your body.
Dehydration sucks. It does. I mean, And you have to do a lot of that to lose weight. I heard
Yep.
that these fighters, they don't eat for days and days and days sometimes.
Well, then, like I always say, they have a team behind them who are supposed to be professional. If those guys behind the scenes are not doing their job for you as a fighter, yes, you have the right to fire whomever, but you got to have your team around you to have your best interest at heart when it comes to losing this weight and all of that. Because a lot of these guys go to what's my man on there? Snack, what's his name? Everybody goes to my man. Yeah, they go to him for that professional. So these guys know what they're doing. It's the price they got to pay to get it done.
Right.
Now, for the first time in history, they took us behind the scenes of that Ortiz fight, and they actually saw you putting stitches in the fighter's head right there, right in the back room. So it's a lot behind the scenes that a lot of folk don't know what's involved.
Now who
Yeah.
who got stitches?
Ortiz after
Ortiz,
the
they
Steele
stitched him up
fight.
right at the fight, right at the fight.
Right after the fight?
Right after the
Hmm.
fight, the first time they ever showed it ever on history, took you in the locker room and you actually seen him working on his eye. Yeah, it was different. It was totally different. I wish they'd take us in the negotiation room when they make the deals. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, they can't do all that.
Oh, he
Man,
said
wow, that's interesting, man.
ESPN.
Wow.
We
Ortiz
we
not
call it
getting stitches.
access, right? Public access.
My man said he want all access. Kevin said he want
Yeah,
all
all that.
access. Somebody said Tank wouldn't do that. That's why Ryan was so weak in the fight.
I'm
Tank
about to go
made
on.
opponents. Listen,
But
if Ryan, I wish that Tank didn't make Ryan drop in the weight because Ryan was never going to beat Tank. All it did was give Ryan an excuse. But Tank is not the first man to have a rehydration clause. Plus, they were both under the rehydration clause. Both of them had to make sure that they were within the 10-pound weight limit. So it's not like Ryan was the only one who was under that clause. They both was under it. Tank just happened to be better than Ryan. He looked more
Hmm.
skilled than him. Outboxing. It wasn't like the Rolly fight. Tank was
Yeah.
outboxing Ryan. Now it
do
wasn't
you
just the power. He was outboxing the man.
do you think Ryan was making an excuse because he said that his rib was hurt,
He
and he
said his
also,
rib was separated. I heard about
yeah.
that. I mean,
Do you think?
sometimes you go on to fights injured. Maybe it wasn't an excuse. Maybe it was a reason. I think that if Ryan was 110%, he would lose to Tank Davis.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he still would have lost.
Yeah,
for sure.
that's just my take. I think Tank is just a better fighter than Ryan.
Yeah,
It
and
probably would have been
Ryan,
more difficult for Tank, but he still would have won.
Yeah,
Hey, it's still insane that Tank is 5'5", bro, and he still has not been like hurt or knocked down or something.
is he 5'5"?
he got
Holy
a hell of a
shit!
chin.
I mean, well,
I said this
Gamboa marked
before. I'm
him
gonna
up.
say it again. Tank Davis is like Triple G. It's just that people don't give him credit for it. Tank has punch resistance like Triple G, but no one gives him the credit for it, man. I don't know. I don't know how people miss it. That man is tough as hell.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Gamboa
that's
hurt Bud. Gamboa hurt Bud Crawford more than he hurt Tank. Like, he really wobbled Crawford at 35.
And Gamboa landed more punches on Tank too, but he hurt Crawford more than he hurt Tank. Tank has one hell of a chin, and he got one hell of a head too. He got a big head.
was. Do you believe that the only person to look like he hurt Tank was Rolly?
I think no. I think
Mm,
Pitbull hurt Tank to the body. If you watch that
Oh
fight,
yeah.
Pitbull hurt Tank to the body.
Oh
But Tank was a
forgot about that.
professional, and he was able to mask it. He was able to move and box. But Pitbull hit him with some body shots. But I was like, damn.
Yeah, I forgot about that fight. Yeah, I thought Rolly. I thought Tank. I thought what's his name won. I thought Pitbull won that fight.
No, hell no.
You don't think he won?
Oh,
You don't think
No,
he
it wasn't.
outsmarted him?
I
it
don't
was
think
close.
Pitbull won that fight, man.
It
I
was
just thought he
close, but
outmaneuvered
well,
really
him.
because Tank broke his
it
hand.
was close. If
Oh
it was,
yeah.
you got to keep in mind it was close, right? But keep in mind who packed that room out.
Tank.
Let's go back to business. Tank, was he supposed to lose that? No.
No.
No. Yeah.
Only way Pitbull would have won that if he would have got a knockdown. But other than that, nah, bro. Tank outboxed him. Like Tank outboxed him. I remember breaking that fight down twice. Tank outboxed him.
Yeah.
Somebody talking about it was a draw. The people that be trying to argue for draws, man, no, it's just bad. Like my man Kepper said, Tank is a bigger star than Cruz. So if it was a draw, the fight should go to Tank Davis. If Cruz want to beat Tank, he got to win more rounds than Tank, or he got to get a knockdown. If you would have got a knockdown, I promise you they would have been looking to get that fight to Cruz. He was unable to do it, even though Tank broke his hand.
Y'all think that's a good matchup, Rolly and Pitbull?
Yes,
No.
that's a
No. I
great
think it's
matchup.
good.
I
It's a
think
great one.
it's a great matchup.
I think Rolly's gonna run away from him. To be honest with you,
That's mano y mano.
it is.
Yeah,
But the
that's
thing
gonna
is,
be a fight.
do you think that Rolly's gonna use his attack style, or you think he's gonna try to box him the way he did Barroso?
He's
Because
gonna
he
try and
ran from
box.
Barroso. Yeah, I
Man,
believe that
If
too.
Rolly really want to win, he gonna have to go out there and try to hurt Cruz the way that he tried to hurt Tank. Cruz isn't no crazy counterpuncher like Tank Davis. Tank, remember Rolly? He got a little bit too careless. That's how he got knocked out. Cruz can't do what Tank did when Tank was waiting on the ropes and waiting for he don't have all that in his arsenal. So I think Rolly should get aggressive. He's a naturally bigger man than Cruz, and see if Cruz could deal with it. But if he
Do you
tries
think
to
he can
box
knock out
and he
Cruz?
ends up, next thing you know, his chin in the air, he get caught like how he did against Barroso. He needs to be himself.
Yeah.
All of Rolly's other fights besides the Barroso fight, he wasn't trying to become a boxer. He was trying to be Rolly, land hard shots, come forward with a lot of pressure, be determined. That's what's going to get him the win.
Yeah,
But when it's
for
a
sure.
close fight, who do you give it to?
Rolly's gonna
The foreigner, or
win.
do you give it to the hometown favorite? Close fight, rubbing elbow to elbow. Who you think they're going to give it to? You give it to your
Hometown favorite.
hometown. You don't let it leave out the community. So Tank was supposed to win that fight,
Right.
regardless.
Now that's why we gonna get fireworks with Cruz and Rolly, bro. Because Cruz is just a brawler, bro. He's not as patient as Tank. He's not trying to run you
Yeah,
into a trap. He don't got
this fight about to be.
the
I cannot
timing.
wait for that fight, man.
And I
Yeah,
That
think
fight.
that's
Tank.
what I'm saying. Rolly like them type of crazy, wild running, and Rolly gonna make that theatrical.
Yeah, that fight's next month, right?
Yes.
It's next month. Okay.
Yeah, that's
That
gonna
fight
be
is
one of
looking
the
very
theatrical
hard,
fights you
man.
ever
They
seen.
using they're using Rolly and Cruz to really get Keith and Tim Tszyu some views and shit. Because that
Mm-hmm.
fight is, to me, that fight more interesting than the main event.
It is. It really is. Yeah. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's on
It,
pay
If
per
you
view,
put
right?
It's on that
that's a
card too.
pay
I want
and
to
that's a
see.
pay per view. That's sad in and of itself.
all right, check this out. Check this out, guys. We having fun now. Pitbull, Rolly, Haney, Garcia on the same night. Which one would you watch?
Pitbull
Andy
Rolly.
Garcia.
Yeah, I would
God, you
have to
giving
watch.
the wrong answer, man.
Damn, no, I would have to watch the Haney and the Garcia.
You supposed to say
Watch
split the
Haney
screen
versus
on the
Garcia
TV,
instead of the
coach.
Pitbull Rolly fight.
Y'all ain't got split screen TV?
Split
Come
the
on.
screen,
Hey, I be watching it on Stream East, man. I be watching
bro.
my
Living in
fights
the
That's
for
what
free.
hey,
Matrix.
y'all supposed to say I got my cell phone out,
Yeah,
coach.
I'm gonna put
I'm gonna have every
Stream East on my
technical.
phone, my PC. Before I go to the
Hey,
game.
yeah,
But
I
how
got
much money would I
everything.
be paying for
I
that?
be watching it
Devin
on
said
Crack
the
TV.
answer is
I got
both.
all
He
the
said he's
streaming
supposed to watch
services.
both of them. But
Bro.
no, if I had to choose one, I would have to watch the Haney and the Ryan Garcia because it's so
Yes.
much tied into
Yeah,
that
but
fight. Like
actually
that
one
fight
actually
not just
that.
about that fight. That fight is also about Tank. Tank is hovering over
Right.
Devin, and Devin is hovering over
Right.
Tank. So Tank already dismantled Ryan. We got to see what Devin looked like against Ryan Garcia because that
Now
people are really prepared
where
with
does
that
Rolly
fight.
go after this fight, or where does Pitbull go after this fight? What road
I
they
think
supposed to
Oh,
go?
I
if they
think they
both
get the
gonna
winner
lose,
of Haney
whoever
and
wins that
Garcia.
fight, they getting a rematch with Tank at
Woo!
140 for the
Lord have
belt.
mercy.
Whoever
Oh
win
yeah.
that fight, they're gonna get a Tank rematch at 140 for the belt.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
I
but
hope it's
but
with Pitbull. No.
there's
Which
two
one would
things.
you rather see? That's
Pitbull,
interesting.
I
Which
want to see
one?
Pitbull. I want to see Pitbull beat
Y'all wanna
Rolly,
see
I think
Pitbull?
and I want to see
I want to
Tank
see
I want
rematch
Pitbull.
Tank
Pitbull.
knock his ass up.
Yeah, I want to see
Oh
Tank
yeah.
get at least knock him down.
Facts.
I want to see Tank at least knock Pitbull down because the Mexican fans they've been talking about that
Yeah, bro, I'm
fight
trying to shut their ass
since it
up, man.
ended. So Tank got to shut him up, man.
They
Tank got
ass
to shut
talk
him up.
way too much.
Tank need to come in there with a sombrero. The Mexican
Right.
flag need to come in there riding on a donkey and shit. You know what I mean? That's how he need to
Oh,
enter
man.
into the stage.
Hey, he got the
And then
money
knock
for it.
Pitbull out.
He got the money for it. Cause Tio sure showed off Thursday night.
Oh yeah, yep. Tio did. He had it. The
I
motherfucker
thought
perfect.
that was spectacular.
Yeah, it was. It was.
That was spectacular.
Y'all see that speech that Tio broke into after the fight?
Yeah.
Like,
I made a
I
video
Yes.
believe
about
in
that.
Yes.
one race, the human race, Rosa Parks, the
Bro, he
pyramid.
sounded crazy, bro. That man sounded crazy.
Okay. Oh man. Yeah, I heard that loud and clear.
Oh boy.
They was like, why you couldn't? Why you? They was like, why were you finding it hard to hit Ortiz tonight? He started talking about a human race and shit. I was like, bro,
He trying to get people on his side.
Like, I don't believe in religion.
And then he says in the name of Jesus.
And the man literally walked into the arena in a dead horse.
Yeah. He said in the name of Jesus.
Oh my god.
I said, okay, we're gonna go to church after boxing. It's okay. It's okay. Let that man preach.
Went to a church service. Hey,
He got his offering,
you going to
everything.
watch
He
some
good.
boxing?
He good. The
Oh
church
my
was in there. He
goodness.
good.
Let the pastor say amen.
Man,
Amen.
Oh man.
Theo crazy as hell.
So you're
Oh,
saying after the fight with Pitbull, they are going to be redeemed to go fight Tank either out of those two
It
winners?
only
That's what
makes
we're
sense
saying here.
because
Look, yeah.
listen, we know Tank could beat Rolly. We know Tank could beat Pitbull, but this is gonna be different because it's gonna be for a belt at 140. So Tank could be able to jump up to 140 and get a belt just like Devin did. It make perfect business sense, and they're all signed to the PBC.
Yeah. And but look,
It's easy
I
to
think
make.
this
It's great for Tank's
the
legacy.
the winner can either go to Tank or they can go to the winner of Haney Garcia. Either way, they
Because
get
what I'm
big money.
saying is I don't hear Tank calling their names out. That's what I'm saying. I don't
No,
see
and
that
Tank
buzz
never
around
calls anyone out.
Tank's next fight not gonna
Tank.
be that fight. I don't know who he fighting next. I'm just saying
Um,
that
Tank
yeah,
called
whoever
out
wins
Haney.
that
He called
belt.
out Haney.
yes, like I think a few weeks ago they were saying like Tank Davis' next fight is gonna be in the UK in the summer. I
Yeah,
didn't know what they were talking about till then, and
they're
then
calling Ben,
few
right?
days, and then last week I hear them talking about Connor Ben.
Right, Connor Ben. But
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 this is
that'd
what
be
I'm
cool.
saying. Where
That's a
is
nice
a where
that's
is
a
a
nice
rematch with
boy, Kevin.
Pitbull and Rolly and all of this other venues that Tank got to go down? I see a different road, and I don't see any of them fighting him. I don't see it.
This is what I see. I don't know who Tank next opponent gonna be, but I think by the end of the year, they're gonna move Tank to 140. It just makes it's perfect business sense. Tank could jump into 140 immediately, beat Pitbull Cruz or beat Rolly Romero, and he has a belt. A lot of the time, people throw shade at Tank at lightweight because they saying, Devin was undisputed. They say, well, Tank don't even got a belt. So
But
when Tank go to
what would be the
140,
benefit to go fight Pitbull when there's other big things to do? I'm just saying, it's like Pitbull don't bring no people to the seats. He ain't packing out no like. What is the
no, man, the
purpose of
Mexicans
that?
want to see that. I'm sorry, the Mexicans want to
Okay,
see that
I'm
rematch.
just asking. I'm just asking. I don't know. I got to feel it. I don't know.
The Mexicans
Okay,
want to see that rematch, man. Every time I make a video about Pitbull and Tank, all you hear is Pitbull won, Pitbull won.
right,
The
right.
everybody in Mexico, like 80% of them, will pay to see that fight. I promise you
So
that.
again,
And
do you
Tank's gonna
think the
get a belt, which is
storyline is
gonna
going to
open
go
up
down the road
more
that
fights at
Tank is going
140.
down to rematch that?
Huh?
Because I don't hear Tank rematching anything like that.
Man, he gonna fight that.
That's
He
going to be
gonna
a
fight
good
that
one if
damn
he
Pitbull
does. That'll
kid.
be a good one if he does. If he does. Because by that time, Tank should already have his belt. Because what's that? Is that an interim belt Rody have? That's an interim, ain't it?
No,
No,
he has the real belt.
that's the real deal.
That's the real belt. All right. So out of that fight, if Rolly Stills retains that, you saying Rolly gonna fight Tank again?
Yes, bro. Tank is gonna take the belt
Wow.
and get
That's
the
gonna
belt at
you
140,
think
man.
that's gonna make money? You think that would make money?
It's not. Listen.
Go ahead, go ahead.
It's more so about really they want Pitbull to win. If Rolly win, it's still good because Tank will have a belt at 140. That's the whole. It's not even necessarily the money is great, but Tank will have a belt, which is gonna now he's a champion. That's good for his
I
legacy.
can
And now
understand
he
that.
can
I
call out
respect
other
that. I see where
champions.
it's going.
Now he can
Okay.
call out other
Okay.
champions at 140.
I can see where that's gonna go. Okay. I was just trying to figure out how that belt was gonna get to Tank. And Tank is not even talking about rematching any of those two guys, but it has to be that way if the belt is there. Okay.
Yeah,
I can see it.
they got the real belt. They don't got the interim. They got the real
Yeah, yeah.
deal. So that'd be
So
great.
Rolly got the
Tank has to
real
go to
belt.
he has to go to
Real
140 because
belt.
the
No
only
interim,
competition
no
is at
regular. He
140.
got the real
So
belt.
what is the heck the belt Tio walking around with? That's the interim belt, right?
No, it's for the four
No, he has the
champions.
WBO
It's a
belt.
lineal. It's a lineal, isn't it?
It's a lineal, right? Lineal. Is that a real
No, Tio
championship
has
belt?
WBO and Ring Magazine.
Right. I thought so. Okay. I just want to make sure I know what I'm talking
Tio
about.
got a
Okay.
belt.
He got the lineal.
Tio got a belt. Haney got a belt. Matias and Rolly. Those are the four big belts.
Well, what was that other belt they had on Tio's fight? That red one with the platinum looking.
Levi said that's the
What was
Ring
that?
Magazine, ain't it?
The WBO.
Oh, that was the WBO. Okay, I got it. And what's the one he's carrying? The little yellow one. What's that one?
Ring Magazine.
The gold one? The one?
What I'm saying, he asked for that one.
That's the Rocky Balboa belt.
He wanted that belt. He wanted that one. I don't know why he wanted that one. He said, "Where's my belt?" And they gave him that one. So I said, "Well, what the hell is that one?" Okay, all right, okay.
Well, all right, fellas, I'm about to get up out of here.
You ain't gotta go, man. You ain't gotta go. We love you, man. You ain't gotta
Nah,
go.
You know
love you,
what? I'm
KJ.
out here. One of my good friends just went live. I'm about to go support his live, but I'm just gonna end by saying this, Devin. When you fight Ryan, you gotta show out because it's a chance for you to become a pay-per-view star. If you could do a Floyd Mayweather Arturo Gotti performance, this is what you're looking for. Ryan Garcia, if you could land that damn hook and beat Devin Haney, don't ever rematch him again. Run off to the bank with that shit and tell your grandkids about it. That'd be this would be one of the biggest upsets in boxing history if you could land that left hook, and that'd be all she wrote. I'm gonna get up out of here. NBA 2K,
What
Wookiee,
time we back
Pepper,
on tonight? What time we
Levi,
back
Two
on?
Street. Thank you, huh?
What time we getting back on? You getting back on
I
later?
might
What
get back
time?
on later tonight around like 9 or 10. I might just go ahead and do a live tomorrow. But I might come back later
Okay.
on tonight.
See ya.
All
All
right,
right,
guys.
y'all. Hey,
Y'all
man,
have
I
a good
love
day,
All
talking to
right.
you
man.
other brothers.
Hey,
All
Bye.
y'all
right.
enjoy the
Peace
Super
out,
Bowl
y'all.
too, man.
Yes, bye.